And welcome back to First Coast and Connect. I'm Dan Levitin, filling in for Melissa Ross. And finally, our travel blogger, excuse me, and host of the show, Like, Love, Want, Need. I'm choked up about brunch. Amy West is here with some tasty recommendations for brunch around the First Coast. This should be the best segment of the show.
Oh, how can you resist?
Thanks for joining us, and tell us, what do you think?
Man, I have the best job. You know,
You do.
I mean, I get to go to all these amazing places, and fortunately, I've been able to share with everyone. We recently had a big giveaway for all these brunch items, so it's been terrific. But let's start at the beginning. My first visit on this tour, where I was able to go and kind of taste the best that Jacksonville has to offer in brunch, was at Moxie. And Moxie Kitchen and Cocktails right there in the town center. I had actually visited them before for my date night destination spot. And man, did they impress for brunch. They're amazing. They have really, I mean, whatever you're looking for as far as seating, they provide. Indoor, outdoor. You get their upstairs patio, so you just have this incredible environment just to paint a picture for those who may not have been there before. Their service is impeccable, and their food choices are very eclectic. They have a coast-to-coast concept, and it's just delicious. So if you go, I definitely suggest they have an amazing tequila sunrise drink that I did, and they're known, obviously, for their handcrafted cocktails.
For brunch.
Delicious, yes. And then, you know, for dads, the hamburger was amazing. They have a beef, pork, bacon blend, and my husband was just,
My wife really wants to go there. She's heard a lot about it, so it's a great restaurant.
Oh, terrific. And then if you're going for an evening, to get off topic slightly,
It's okay.
I did the chef's table the last time I was there, and you have an incredible view of the kitchen. So you get to see all the entertainment of them preparing for you.
That's
and
pretty
then
cool.
sometimes the chef might come out and give you a little special treat.
I
so
hope
it's
so.
kind of worth it.
It is his table.
Yes, exactly.
So the tequila sunrise is good. Cut the lawn first, then go do that.
Oh, it's Father's Day. You shouldn't have to cut the lawn.
Oh,
If you're a dad, maybe you have a kid that can do that.
Yeah, I have a 15-year-old. We're going to talk to Jacob.
There you
So up next, you have Black Sheep.
Black Sheep, yes. And we were fortunately able to cover both Black Sheep and Orsay, sister restaurants. Black Sheep, Southern American regional fare. They have such a distinctive flavor profile. My favorite drink there is going to be the Dusty Boot. I mean, it really packs a punch.
What's in that?
Well, they don't tell their secrets. No, they actually do. But actually what makes it most distinctive is they have this salt and pepper on the rim, which is really great. And it's kind of like a lemony tart. Honestly, off the top of my head, I don't know all the ingredients. I just know that it's really good, and I'll have another.
A lot of people might say it doesn't really matter.
Right, exactly, as long as it's amazing. And of course, you want to book their rooftop, which is just incredible views of the city and really just sets the stage for a really great time.
I've been there at night. Yeah, it's beautiful. Let me ask you: these folks, these restaurants have a specific brunch menu, right?
Yes, usually they do. All of these specifically do have a brunch menu. Only a few of them actually have breakfast. I think it's just Azurea that actually has a breakfast. So most of them, if they have a breakfast type of menu, it's going to be specifically on their brunch. So when you're at Black Sheep, thing to try, get their pastrami hash.
I was going to say, you mentioned that.
Oh yeah, they have a 7-day curing process. They're very proud of it, and of course they are partners with Black Hog Farm, and so they have really just amazing locally procured ingredients.
It's like corned beef hash, but it's a little spicier.
It's good.
Delicious.
So good.
What's up next? You said Orsay, right?
Orsay. So, I think a lot of people get this vibe from Orsay that it's a date night destination, or it's it's just a little bit too fancy. They actually encourage you to come, bring the whole family. They have it's more of a rustic French kind of concept. So it's a lot more relaxed than I think a lot of people maybe
Wear a
anticipate
bathing suit.
it. Well, that might
Maybe
be
not.
going a little far. But please feel free to wear your sundresses. You do not have to get up in your Sunday best.
Okay, keep mentioning drinks.
Okay, drinks. Bloody Mary. Their Bloody Mary, I've tried a lot, but this Bloody Mary has really kind of struck a chord in me. I wake up in the morning dreaming about this Bloody Mary. It's so good. And I was just discussing, I did not know this, and I should probably know this because I'm a foodie, but there is a vegetarian version of Bloody Mary and a non-vegetarian version of Bloody Mary.
What would be in it that would be...
There is a kind of reduced glaze, like a meat glaze, that they use in the mix, and it actually really creates an amazing balance to the drink, and it's very hearty. And so when you drink it, it's almost like a meal replacement.
Yeah.
But it's and really,
When you have two,
exactly.
just don't drive.
It's
What's
perfect.
good there as far as the food? You mentioned the quiche.
The quiche. Oh my goodness. And when you're looking at the quiche, you're actually getting into more of the pastry chef. And Michael Bump is their pastry chef there, and he is just amazing. He actually brought out some great breads as well. But anything from the chef is delicious.
Bread is great, though.
Oh gosh.
Especially with a Bloody Mary.
Yes. But they do. I mean, the chef Brian, he brought out one thing after another. They have an incredible meatloaf there, and they actually use all the parts of the cow. So, it makes the dish a lot heartier. Just the strength of the flavor is just really pops.
Must be incredible. You talk about here about a recent rebrand, and now Jackson's Social is one of the restaurants.
They used to be Casey Crave, and they really wanted to play into the social aspect of what they did. So they changed their name to Jackson Social, which is, we're in Jacksonville, and they're very social. So they also did a very, what I call a subtle environment change there, but I think it really was needed and has worked really well for them, where you feel like you can come in and bring the family, hang out. They have games on out on their little patio area outside, and they also have a once a month social Sunday brunch where they'll actually sell you tickets. You have your brunch, and then they actually take a field trip and you can go somewhere. So they did it one for TPC, and they're actually going to do one where they tour all the local breweries. So.
You mentioned $4 mimosas. I mean, really?
Oh yeah, they're also well known for their cocktails, and they have incredible $4 cocktails and mimosas. And you'll go in there and get some amazing infusions that they're very well known for. And try the panko encrusted French toast.
And one of my favorites too. You mentioned eggs Benedict.
Oh yes,
I mean, my goodness.
They have several versions of eggs Benedict that you can try. They just kept bringing them out one after another, and the chef there, he is just incredible with his plating. He really loves to use a lot of layering. It's yummy.
I want your job, number one, and thank you for joining us, as always. You can see more from Amy West on her website, amywesttravel.com. Thanks again.
Absolutely.
Enjoy
Make sure
your
you try
weekend.
Azurea too.
Azurea, we'll try them all. That's our program. And thanks to all of our guests and all of our callers today. The show's producer is Sean Birch. This show's new theme was composed and performed by Piotr Shevchik, I think. Got that right. Everybody, have a great weekend. Thanks so much for joining us. This is 89.9 First Coast Connect. Have a great weekend.